Hit R. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Two Brothers Podcast. This one's not episode 3. It's actually 4 this time. We fucking made it over the hump. Sweet. I don't know if this is gonna be about movies and shit though, cause
I don't know. The Batman Robert Pattinson news is trending.
that's trending.
Yeah, I would say you're starting to see more pictures surface, motorcycle, the car, more of his outfit.
The motorcycle shit looks bad.
You're not really feeling that.
It looks whack.
I don't know.
His chin looks like it's like he's stuffed into the cowl. He looks. I don't know.
It's like cowl is the motorcycle
and
helmet.
I don't know if you noticed, but the eyes are like, they look like goggle eyes for some reason. They're like solid black. I hope they're not going with that. That's not Batman. That shit looks fucking... I don't know who's calling the shots on that one. That's weird.
Yeah, his car though looks pretty dope. It's like a muscle car. It's like
That's pretty sick, actually.
it's like muscle car mixed with like Adam West Batman and like Batmobile type deal. So it looks pretty sick.
Yep.
I don't know, mixed reception. A lot of people are enthusiastic, hopeful that it's a good rendition of Batman, and others are kind of just hoping this is just something, just another speed bump on the way to like a Justice League movie.
It's the Batman. So fucking... I guess if you remember the Batman TV show, which actually I guess wasn't that bad. The art style was just a little weird, but take it for what you will, I guess. The muscle car's sick though. It's like Dominic Toretto Batman, pretty much. Like, it's pretty sick. I'm into that. I don't even mind Robert Pattinson. Like the Twilight shit, I don't even really shit on those films too much.
I got vibes that it's going to be a pretty action-packed Batman film. I don't think it's going to be him being a detective. I feel like we still haven't seen that like version of Batman yet, as him just doing detective work and using his brain.
Like a Batman that's actually Batman. Like if you think about the Batman movies we got, I know everyone shits for the Michael Keaton ones. They're not bad, but it's still kind of like, I don't know, like, it's weird. Like, I don't know if I can actually give a legitimate critique of those films because I haven't seen them in so long. But
you know what's funny is I think your fan fave there,
Batman Forever. It's the best Batman movie.
Well, I don't know about that.
Legit is.
No, it's I think he does the most detective work when he's trying to figure out the Edward Nygma thing. And it's not a ton of detective work. I mean, it's all kind of handed to him, like, you know, hey, I'm the Riddler, I'm Jim Carrey.
Oh, he has to solve the riddles and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like at least you kind of see him like pondering some shit, and you're like, okay, this is kind of like what he does sometimes. But like the other Batmans are just like high octane. They're spending cash, living fast, very
just thrashing.
Yeah,
bitches.
just thrashing goons and stopping the bad guy, and it's not a lot of using the noodle there.
Chris Bale is a lot of scary Batman. Like he's fucking like,
I guess he does some detective work.
He does some detective shit.
Feels like anti-terrorism though. He's not really like, I don't know. He's not really deducting
it's not
anything.
street level. It's like he's fucking using like military technology on like
sonar and shit.
Like drug dealers and shit. Like they're not ready for him. Like
it's like
at all.
I can only imagine being somebody that's not Batman in Gotham and fighting crime. And it's like I'm just not even on this guy's level. Like he can just sonar into a building and see where all the goons are, and I've got to go in my underwear
tank
and try not to die.
Yeah, like you're doing a small drug deal and this guy pulls up and you're just like, what's going on?
When they were trying to bust I guess the arms deal and those cops are dressed up as Batman, like I feel like those guys are the equivalent of other superheroes sometimes. Like they're just like plants while all the other, you know, real superheroes are doing their shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I won't lie, like his rendition of Batman, like Christian Bale, it's not bad. Like a lot of people I think shit on it and they're trying to shower like Keaton a bunch. I like Michael Keaton. He's very charismatic. I think he looks okay as Batman. He's not a bad Batman, but like still like Christian Bale, the only thing that's weird about him is the voice.
I actually like.
It's cool. Like
I really like Batman Begins. Like that was my favorite.
That's a good Batman.
Batman of the 3, and I know a lot of people shit for like the second one, you know. But it's like if we're basing it purely off Batman, like the first one's definitely like my favorite rendition of him. Like he does all the ninja shit. Like he's very like on the ground still, like learning his craft and like making his suit. Like making the suit montage is always going to be good. Like him spray painting like the bat suit and shit, like making the batarangs. I'm like, that shit will always be cool.
It's good. Yeah, I like it.
The second one, like he's obviously more established. He's hunting down the Joker. You get Two-Face. It was good. It was good. I felt like Joker just shined a little too bright, and it just kind of masked all the Batman in that movie. And then the third one, he just wasn't even in the movie.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I think so. Like the first one, I think what a lot of people don't talk about that's cool is Liam Neeson cast as Ra's al Ghul is sick. Like I couldn't even imagine
super dope
anyone being cast. Well, there's probably other people that could play that character, but I think he did a really good job as Ra's al Ghul in that, and it was a good choice of.
It was subtle too. It wasn't like he wasn't. I know his character's very, very colorful, like in the animated series, and he's very colorful in the comics. Like he's very toned down, very subtle. But it was cool. It was definitely neat.
It's the one time where that tendency for filmmakers to like make a superhero like what it would be like if it actually existed, where I was okay with it. Like I wasn't watching the Chris Nolan Batman films going, like I want this to be more comic booky. Like I actually liked the tone he set in all three films. Even Dark Knight Rises, like that film, it's still okay to me.
The only con I think the only con about it is I think it kind of set a pace for a lot of other comic book movies to try to be set in modern times. And they all kind of try to follow suit. And it's not to say like Batman like started it like first, but it's just like afterwards you just saw an influx of like films just trying to be like, hey, this is what the superheroes would be like in modern times, and it's just like, it should, add more fiction to it. Gotham shouldn't just feel like New York City or Detroit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's its own like gritty.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah, fucking. I was gonna say that that's what I liked about the Tim Burton Batmans and the fucking, I can never remember that fucking guy's name. What is his name? Fuck, I can't remember. The guy that made Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. He makes Gotham look...
Schumacher?
It's like Joel Schumacher or something.
Schumacher? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm butchering the guy's name.
I think that's his name, but he makes Gotham look like all the skyscrapers are like really big, and they have this statue of the dude like holding the earth and shit. And I'm like, what city is this?
Yeah, it's like gritty and like larger than life. Like you just it looks almost like Judge Dredd, like the mega city where you're just looking up forever.
Actually, yeah, I don't even know. They show the ground in that, like where he fucking drives up the building and shit, and that fucking.
You think we're gonna get any crazy scenes like that, where like his Batmobile's gonna
grappling hook on the Batmobile? Like, no. Here's Batman is in this weird stage right now after the Chris Nolans, and even after. Well, no, I guess because Ben Affleck's Batman was kind of jokey a little bit, but fucking. A lot of people want to do him serious. They want him to be dark, brooding Bruce Wayne. Like, the other Bruce Waynes that were in the Schumacher films and fucking the Tim Burton, they were more, I think, trying to emulate the 60s show. I think Joel even said that in some of the behind-the-scenes videos and stuff on the DVDs. Like, he kind of referenced the fucking Adam West Batman. Yeah. And I actually don't mind that in those films because... I'm cool with campy. I'm cool with like goofy, zany shit like that. But at the same time, I don't know. I really don't know where he's gonna take the character. Robert Pattinson, I don't have much like on him film wise. Like I guess have watched his films besides some of the Twilights, and I haven't seen all the Twilights. So as an actor, like he's fucking Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter. He dies. He gets Avada Kedavra. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, like
what he's gonna
I watched
do with
him in
Batman,
King.
bro,
I thought he was good in King.
And he gets fucking clowned like hard. Like it's like shit, dude.
But I thought he was good in that role.
He looks like he could be Batman.
Yeah, he might have some like potential like villain casting roles in the future. I think he'd make a good villain. But yeah, Batman. I honestly think they should like kind of treat Batman like the Hulk. I know it sounds weird. Like maybe not give him.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I think we've had like a lot of like we've had trilogies. We've had a trilogy with Batman, and then we've had like ones. Yeah, just one-ofs.
Yeah, like the Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher, their thing, it's 4 films, but they're kind of connected a little bit.
Like loosely connected.
In the universe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think we've had a lot of like Batman as like the front runner, and I was like, maybe you just keep him as like I don't know, like maybe I'm just thinking they should just redo Justice League and maybe have Batman in it as a prominent character, but not like oversaturate the movie with Batman.
You know what's crazy is like I was thinking about that, like treating him kind of like Hulk. Like I don't know if I would treat him that way, but hearing you say that kind of makes me realize that there hasn't been anybody on screen that's personified him like the way like RDJ does Iron Man. Mm-hmm. Like when you see him as Iron Man, like now everyone's wondering, well, shit, if they gonna make more Iron Mans? Like could they possibly recast him? And you're like, I can't see anybody else playing that character. Batman, I'm always wondering who the fuck is gonna like.
And I feel like Cavill as Superman is rough too, because like I listened to his lines like revisiting the movies, and all he talks about is how he's being hunted, how he's being killed for being Superman, how he's trying to help. Like he doesn't really have any captivating lines. It's almost like you've got like Batman trying to bring the dialogue out of these very like blandioso characters sometimes. Like going back on it, it's like I mentioned a lot that like Aquaman had like almost no lines in Justice League. Cyborg had almost no lines in Justice League. Wonder Woman, like it being like this huge feature-length film, they weren't saying anything captivating.
The dialogue, I'd have to look back to see if I don't know if what capacity Zack Snyder, and I'm not blaming him. I don't know who's writing the scripts and shit, but like his whole run there, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, the dialogue in all those films is weak as shit. There's not one line that I heard that was like the "Do you bleed?" I hate.
There's a lot of cringy
that
stuff.
line so much. It's so.
You know what's
corny.
funny about Man of Steel is like I wanted to hear more from his adopted parents. Like they had more captivating shit to say, and they weren't even.
That was good casting.
Yeah, like
his dad, mom and dad. Yeah,
his dad like explaining to him how he should hide his powers, and it's like I was like I'm not trying to shit on anybody on the project, but it felt like he was like the only one really acting like in that whole project. And then it was just fighting CG Kryptonians. Like it was very roller coaster-ish. It's like you see him becoming like Superman, and then like he's just fighting Zod and the other Kryptonians, and it's just very like fast.
Side note about that, Michael Shannon as Zod is ridiculously perfect casting. Him in that film is like that's Zod. Like him just like he's so good in that
he's
movie.
He's great in everything.
I will find him. He's losing his fucking.
He's super great in like everything he does.
Fuck, he's so Zod. He is like the perfect Zod. I can't imagine see him. He gets the character. Fucking what's her nuts? The chick that plays Wonder Woman. I can never Gal Gadot. Yeah. I can maybe get a recasting on her. Like maybe like
I like her as Wonder Woman.
She's okay. I don't know. She's weird. Like I said, it's hit or miss for me. But like, I like how in the new movie she's using her fist. But Batman, it's like.
Yeah, and it's crazy with Wonder Woman too, because like you watch the standalone film, she's got all this compelling dialogue in the film. It's one of the reasons why I like the film is a lot of the stuff she says and how she like motivates all the like the men fighting in this war to like fight for what's right and stuff. And like she's such a compelling character. And then we get to like Justice League, and she's just like there. And, like, it's, like, Cyborg's debut. It's Flash's debut. Flash is fucking off. He's, like, tripping everywhere, making jokes. And it's just, like, he just didn't really fill those boots well. And the actor is great. I like him in other projects.
Oh, yeah. He was actually okay as Cyborg, but my thing is, it was CG. Like, his body being, like, CG it makes me not, like, immersed in his... That's weird to say, like... It makes me not get invested in his character.
Yeah, CG is a big like. I'm not saying it's always bad. Like I was really into like Doctor Strange visually. Like it looked great. All the effects in that movie were great. There's plenty of other movies that use CG that I'm like, oh man, this aged well.
Yeah, they do it in a way where it's there. Like it's very heavy visual effects, but it's tasteful. Like, I like seeing him sleep, and then he's meditating and astral projecting, like studying. That shit is sick. Like, they do it in like small ways. Like, I actually think it's done very well. But yeah, like fucking Cyborg's whole body being CG, it doesn't look good, and it's just a weird artistic choice where you're like, they could have done that practically. They could have gave him like a fucking
But then I look at older films too, like when they introduced Bane in the George Clooney, was it Batman and Robin?
See, we looked at that like recently. The visual effects for him transforming is actually not that bad. Like, it's bad, but
it's really not. But like, I think like Bane's just one of those creatures. I like creatures. One of those guys. One of those characters that. I mean, he is a creature. That guy's a beast. Like,
yeah. But they didn't nail him. Like, he's not fucking like Spanish or Latino.
The thing, like, he's a rock man. They made him practical effects. He looked like Garbo. Like, personally, I think like those bigger, like heavier characters, they should be kind of given like with Juggernaut, like make it look like really good. Make them look like they're.
Oh, see, like, here's my thing with that too. Like, the Juggernaut looked okay, but there's part of me that's like, they could have done some practical shit in there too to make him actually, like, he looks okay CG, but like, I kind of wanted it, I'm not an actor that big, but at least like maybe when they get close-ups, make it look like a real like man's arm and shit and stuff like that.
Maybe. I mean, like,
yeah, like,
my thing is though, I mean, if you are gonna use it for characters, use it for those characters and just try to make them look as real as possible. Like,
they do it for Hulk in the Marvel films.
Steppenwolf, like, he was just so rough to look at in the Justice League. I'm like, dude, this guy is just so garbage looking.
You don't care about him at all. You're just kind of like, oh, we know he's gonna lose by the end of the film. Let's get Darkseid already. You don't give a shit about
backstory either, really. He's just like there to collect the mother boxes. He's just constantly saying mother in boxes and just stringing those like buzzwords around, and you're just like, I don't care about this guy. They made this important villain fodder, essentially.
It's how I felt kind of low-key about Aquaman in the film too. Because like Aquaman, and this any of you DC nerds who might listen to this, like, feel free to correct me, because I haven't really read that many DC comics, but in the show, Aquaman's not like I think he's in the JL, but like he's not really in the show a lot.
I feel like he's an honorary member
kind of,
the
sort of,
Justice League, yeah.
He's in Atlantis, like that's his sort of area. When they have issues dealing with like Atlantis, and
similar
stuff,
to Green Lantern and stuff like that.
He shows up, but like him just being on the team and stuff, there's not much for him to. There's no water anywhere nearby, so it's like, they kind of push that scene in Justice League where they're in the sewer system and he stops the flow of water, and I'm just like, okay. It was cool, but like they had to sort of shoehorn a water scenario in so he could sort of shine a little bit, whereas like the Aquaman movie, it's beaches, underwater, so it's like he's getting some action in here. But like in Justice League, it's like he's just woo with the trident, like that's all he's really doing.
He's like surfing on the
all right,
the demon guys, and I'm just like, yep, that's it, folks.
I'll take it though, because I like Jason Momoa. Like, I'll watch him do his fucking goofy shit all day.
I haven't really heard much. Like, I haven't been following any kind of like news when it comes to like any kind of team up DC film in the future.
Nope. I don't know what's going on.
I heard
with
that
DCU.
Like Keanu Reeves wants to come back as Constantine.
Yep.
Keep that running. I think that's a great idea.
I'll watch it.
I go back to Constantine occasionally. I'm just like, what do I want to watch? I'm like, I'll see it there, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I was actually making the joke with Phil yesterday because like,
it's good.
We were playing. No, it was today. We were playing Hunt Showdown, and his character looked like Shia LaBeouf, and I was just joking. I was like, dude, you're the kid's sidekick.
Yep. Fucking what's his name? I can't remember. Shit, what's his name in that fucking
I have no idea.
I really don't know. Yeah, he gets fucking did dirty in that movie.
I watched it so many times too, and like, and it's funny is like that's honestly one of Shia LaBeouf's like better performances. Is just as the kid's sidekick.
He's actually not bad in that film. Yeah, that film is solid through and through. Like, I've watched that film a bunch. Just like had the DVD like for some reason and just been like, and just put it in the 360 and fucking like watch that shit. Like, it's good. Like, the action is just enough to like make you like like engaged, but then like the mystery or like story that they're trying to solve is like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's not really the character. Like he doesn't really look like him, and I don't think like.
Yeah, he's not even a part of their universe they're trying to develop.
Yeah,
but it's like
he does okay.
Yeah, you know.
The dude in the show, I guess, is Constantine. Like the guy committed to it. He's got the fucking tan jacket. He's got the red tie. He's saying incantations and fucking like spells and shit. He's drawing the circles and stuff. Like he actually commits to it. But the show, I guess, like it just didn't fucking like do anything.
I had never got around to watching it, honestly.
I didn't watch it either, actually. Yeah, totally skipped that shit. I think there's like one season of it, maybe, and then it fucking like we just no more Constantine.
Yeah.
But if he wants to do it, I will watch that again. Actually, yeah. Fucking DC wise, I don't really know who they. I think there's like a Booster Gold movie that got fucking announced, and I was like, "Yo, I'll watch him."
Yeah, I just feel like we're in March now. March of 2020. I feel like we're just kind of in this like limbo state. There's not like a ton to report or talk about. I feel like we're just kind of waiting for things to come. It's just like I said, I mentioned it probably in every episode. We got, was it Fallout on the horizon, game wise, Doom. Waiting on Cyberpunk. The demo for Final Fantasy VII came out.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that this morning, and it looks like okay.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's like fabulous.
I wonder. I might actually watch the trailer for that just to see if it's turn based or if they made it like Kingdom Hearts.
I think they ended up. The demo is pretty much what we've all seen so far. I don't think there was like not much more than what we've seen like in the trailer bits and stuff like that. But even still, just kind of getting your hands on it. I've still got to like download it if it's even like still able to be downloaded and try it out.
That's gonna introduce a lot of new Final Fantasy fans, I think. Because for a lot of people, they got into it at 7. So I think that Final Fantasy is probably going to blow up a little bit after that. Yeah. If they do the full thing. Like
I've just been playing Hunt Showdown. I love the game. Like I didn't think I was going to like be in love with it because it is pretty punishing. But like I think it's great.
It looks cool, especially like I hadn't even heard of that game. Like that was literally like
I literally remember seeing the I don't know if it was like an E3 thing or just some random trailer. I had saw it and I was just like, this looks really good. It wasn't like, top of the line graphics or anything like that, but I was like conceptually I was like, oh shoot, you get to hunt monsters and like there's like PvP elements. I was like, and it's been out on the PC for I think like a while, and it, like I said, it just dropped on PS4, and like I said, that's all I've been playing. Haven't been playing a lot of COD. I'm kind of done with the second season, so I'm kind of done
with COD a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I went kind of ham on COD. There's a lot of great skins, a lot of great different game modes to play and shit. I'm
gonna take that shit back to GameStop. Just box it up. Be like, can I get my StarCraft?
No, dude, I didn't even get the physical copy. I just downloaded it.
Oh,
like they didn't even have physical copies at the GameStop near us. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not waiting. So I went and just downloaded it.
Scary. That's like the future of gaming. Like no more fucking disc.
No more disc. I personally like the disc.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
how our viewers out there feel about that, but
it's a collector's kind of. Well, I mean, it used to be like I swear to God, fucking.
What some people argue, they're like, it's like you say it's collecting, but you're not getting like the collector's edition and stuff. You're just collecting the disc, and it's just like,
and that's weird.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard that, and I'm just like, nah. I think it could still be considered a pretty vast collection because I think about Greg. He doesn't have like every like special edition of every single game, but like his collection's crazy. Like
his collection's pretty nice. What I was gonna say was I don't even know if you could consider it a collector's thing now because like. Back in the day, like when you get the game, they give you the manual and you get the little book, and like even the cover art is sick. Like now, I swear, like I noticed it a lot with Xbox One games. You get the game and there's like a little piece of like cardboard. It's probably like similar to a card. It's just one thing. It's not even a notebook, and I'm like, that's all I get with my fucking game.
Yeah,
like,
I remember I'm gonna go back to nostalgia land for a second, and like I remember Halo 2 had the metal case, like special edition types. A lot of those games had like metal cases, and you open it, and there's like a soundtrack. Sometimes you have the booklet, you have maps, and it was an experience. And
it's
like
worth your 60 fucking clams.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people take that shit for granted because like now, like you said, you just open it up, you get a little. Oh, there's a controller on it.
Your season pass, buy it. It just says that. That's
it's promoting their other games.
You're like, oh, you want me to buy more stuff?
It's a Bloomberg ad.
Where's my fucking?
You just you open up. It's just ads. It's Amazon.
Dark Souls 1 had the tin and had the whole thing of just all character art, and I was like, I bought that shit for like, I think it was like, I don't think it was full price, but I bought that and like didn't touch it. I think I actually gave it to Infinite Lives. I feel like a dumbass because I was like not playing games, and I was like got halfway through Dark Souls and was like, fuck this game, and then traded it and got it back and then beat it for the first time. Like I didn't beat Dark Souls for probably like a year.
I think I beat it before you actually. You had introduced it, and then I just got hooked. I was just like, I've got to do everything in this fucking game.
And then I spanked Gwen's ass like the first time I beat it. Just parried the fuck out of him. That's where I was like, okay, it might be time for me to stop playing this game. Just parrying fucking the last boss. Like, what the fuck, dude?
And then you have two, the downfall.
I can parry him, but I gotta cheese fucking schmo.
You don't gotta cheese schmo.
I gotta cheese them hard, just bow and arrows.
I got a buddy who's like a big magic user, and like I've watched him just like kill the two of them with magic in like minutes, and it's just nuts.
Yep. Sometimes I'm cool with the cheese.
Crystal Soul Spear. No, there's that one, like, there's, like, glitches in Dark Souls, too. Like, there was that one time, like, now I was watching me play, and, like, Smo just starts, like, moonwalking into the side of the map, and, like, he goes away, and, like, you can't leave the area until the boss is dead, because that's when the fog, like, rolls down, and you can go through. So he's just off the map, and I'm like, yo, I'm, like, stuck in here, and I can't just bounce out of this, like, this boss area with, like, the homeward bones.
Yep.
I don't think you can. I think you could do it in the second one. You can bounce out of a fight, but like I don't know if you could do it in the first one. It's been a while. It's been I want to say a couple months since I've like sat down with Dark Souls. But like I'm sitting there stuck in the area, and I'm like, oh shit! And then he finally like dies. Like you hear the boss death animation, and then I was free to go, and it was just like, oh shit!
He fucking dies out, and you're like
still waiting for Elden Ring. Yeah, like I said, we're just in a limbo spot. We're just waiting for shit to come out.
Yeah, I've been thinking about looking at old shit that I haven't fucking watched yet. Like people keep recommending me like fucking films or like, oh dude, you should check this out, and I'm like, what the fuck did somebody told me today to fucking watch something? I can't remember what it is. Fuck, I'll fucking think of it.
I've got a lot of games that I've played that I've been looking to re-download. I know that the BioShock collection was free on PSN. I was thinking about going back and doing BioShock again. I've actually not played Infinite. I've had that game spoiled to me to the beginning and end. So I was like reluctant to kind of just jump on that. So like I might go and play that. So I think I might have mentioned in the last podcast the Candyman movie.
Oh yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Yeah. And I was asking like, why the fuck would somebody just summon him like randomly? And I think you were like, well, it's because like people don't. They're just like, that's not real. There's no way that would be real.
It's like how we would be.
Candyman, you just do it. It's like, are you dumb? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Let's try it. It's like,
see, I only want to know how it works. Like, I wonder, like, do you get murked by proxy? Like, if you're near somebody who says it, or like, do they just get murked because they were the one that said it? Like, that's the kind of
into gore.
Yeah, I want to know what the rules are to Candyman there.
Candyman only kills the person who said his name.
I still fucking dig that like the baby from the original Candyman is now like the adult in this newer rendition. I think that's the coolest shit.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah,
that is super rad.
Yeah, I think that's where we are actually, like, it's so weird that it's fucking March already. It's blowing my mind. This year's fucking going by.
Yep, we're almost done with the first quarter.
Yep, 2020 is gonna be done. But fucking, yeah, it's like movies came out that nobody really cares about. Like, I still want to watch Harley and Sonic. I'm gonna watch both of them just because, like, Margot Robbie's, like, kind of trying to be Harley a little bit, and they didn't fix Robotnik, but they at least fixed Sonic. So I'm like, I'll look at those. I will give them a fucking...
Yeah, I'll watch Sonic.
Sonic can actually get watched.
This is definitely a Sonic household. I mean, like, we've been with Sonic for, better or worse for, like, years.
Yep.
So.
Through Sonic with all the fucking strange renditions. Sonic fucking Heroes, Sonic fucking Riders, fucking Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games. Like, straight up. Honestly, I hope he gets a new game. Seriously. Something that's actually fucking dope. I don't know where the fuck they fucked up with him, too, seriously.
What do you mean?
If I was making Sonic games, I would have made his shit, like, hype. They got on this train of, like, well, no, I guess that's always been Sonic a little bit. Like, once you're on, like, a rail or you're going down or you're going up something, it's just, you're just watching him run. You're not playing the game.
The controls are just really, like, they're always wonky. I remember, Nathaniel had picked up Sonic, and he was having some difficulties. The cameras are just so wonky in the games, like because they have these like weird parts where you're just like walking around. When they started making like the world for Sonic to travel in, it wasn't just like him, like grinding on rails and collecting rings and shit, and it just like like you had like this 2D Sonic, and it was just nice. It was simple, and then like they started going to the 3D realm, and then just the camera and your movement is just so weird.
They couldn't figure out how to like make him work in a fucking 3D setting for some reason. Like, I don't know what it is. Mario is like, you play the game, you go to the picture, I jump in the picture, and I'm in a new world. Sonic is like, you drop in and you just try to get to the end of the level. Like, that's it. And you've played the level so many times that you kind of know. You're like, oh, there's little secrets that we can go in. You're probably not going to go to those secrets. You're just going to finish the fucking game. That's how it fucking goes. I play Sonic Adventure like multiple times, beat it multiple times. I haven't unlocked half the shit in that game.
So Sonic Adventure, like Mario 64, would be your pick.
Oh, if I had to have one?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I love Sonic, but I really think it's Mario 64. Like, I can go back to that, like, a million times.
I don't know. I can get kind of fucking sick of... My thing with Mario is that, like... And this might have changed, but I want Mario to punch. And, like...
I mean, he does punch. Yeah, he definitely punches.
In 64?
Yeah.
Does he punch?
Yeah, he, like, punched the piranha plants. He does, like, a boot. Like, a punch boot type thing. Maybe I'm thinking of a kick.
I don't think he punches.
I think he does. I don't know. We'll have to go investigate. But
I think he just flips, and you can get him to, like, do the drop and stuff. Like, that's what his thing is. Like, Mario doesn't have any attacks. I don't think he does.
No, maybe I'm thinking of that jump kick he does, where he, like, kicks the fucking enemies and stuff like that.
Oh.
Maybe he doesn't have
In Sunshine, he's got the fucking, like, the little thing that he can shoot people with. But, like, yeah, he's mostly just, like, acrobatics and shit.
It's like 007 and was it Perfect Dark? I was always like 007, like all the way for 64, like preference wise. Like I miss Time Splitters. I wish they'd remake Time Splitters. That game was just fucking dope.
I'm still screaming for my fucking Bloody Roar remake.
Bloody Roar.
I want that shit so bad. Like, I don't know why someone's not like buying that. It's by Bumbler Interactive. Like, straight up, just.
They still exist?
Bumbler. I think they went out of fucking business. Like, their only game was Bloody Roar, and like they got weird with it. Like, they introduced like mythical creatures like the Chimera and shit like that, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, just made some weird choices. Like, I don't know.
You know what? I like Killer. Like it. We'll probably have to do like an episode where we like eat like either or. Like, which one do you prefer over the other? Like, I kind of liked. I love Killer Instinct. It's just so weird and gritty, and like the combos are fucking amazing. But like, I think I like Bloody Roar more than like Killer Instinct.
Bloody Roar is hype. Like, you transform into your beast form and shit. Like, and you can like ring out like, wah! You just knock someone.
I mean, I did like the ring outs for like Killer Instinct though too. Like, they had some crazy maps where like your character's just doing like a sideways like barrel roll to their death. Like the carpet maps and shit like that.
I always sucked at Killer Instinct. Like, the last time I played it, I think I was playing against Greg, and I was like, oh shit, I actually kind of know what the fuck I'm doing a little bit, but I still don't know like how to do any game that has back forward, like those kind of inputs for like specials. I'm like, like fuck, dude.
I mean, I'd rather have inputs than it just being like, oh, press A twice and then X and then triggers.
No,
but
triggers, I mean, like,
you know, like,
it's mostly Western shit. Like, Japan is like their Z motion, quarter circles, hold, release, like shit like that. Like, they figured out how to make it where you can combo into it. It's weird moving towards someone, but then I have to do back for my fireball, like, and you see the character like shift and stuff. It's like, no, like, what's fucking going on here? But yeah, I don't know. This year, like, I hope E3's hype. I know that's weird saying that.
I really don't think it's gonna be.
Not gonna fuck. It's just going downhill.
Dude, yeah, people are just walking away from it. Like, they're just like, we're just gonna, you know, make our own heaven with blackjack and hookers. Like, no, you had these things that were just prominent back in the day, and now everyone's just like, I don't see the sense in showcasing here.
Yeah, I mean,
when I can just showcase at my own expo, have my own expo or my own con.
Most people, I feel like they watch the well, we still watch it. Like, I watch when E3's on, I'll watch E3 on Twitch. I like watching it on Twitch. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of still my one stop, like, part of the year for getting the new real times. If I skip it, I'll just watch the new trailers on YouTube and shit. But I kind of still engage in it a little bit.
Like, I think a lot of people are taking to heart finally. I'm seeing a lot of content creators like come out of the woodwork, and I think that's great. Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, we've only had 2 flavors of ice cream this whole time, and they're just bitching about it, and they're finally like, well, I'm gonna make, you know, my own version. And like, you have all these content creators coming out, like, you know, telling people their opinions and stuff like that and their critiques on stuff, and I think it's great. I mean, not every content creator is created equal, and you know, you might disagree with a lot of them, but it is nice to see like more opinions, even if they're small, like channels or whatever, small groups, come out of the woodwork.
E4 make it
just
fucking
make E4.
They'll be like, wow, sweet guys, that's really cheeky. They'll be like, yeah, it's E4, bro.
This is Pepsi too.
Yep. And just have it be new and it's hot again. Like, when people come out on stage, they're just like, everybody, the director of Microsoft, this guy, and he's like, Forza, and it's, yeah, everyone's losing it.
Dude, they're mad because they're like, I literally said Forza the same way, and no one cared because it's E3 and not E4.
Check out the new Scorpio, and it's just like, wasn't it the Xbox One X?
They're just like, just buy the new Xbox.
Shut up! Like, every time they have a new console,
a new name.
Every time.
It's just the same console, and they just give it a new name. Project this, Project that.
Yeah,
X1, 2, 3.
Project X.
It's like, just give us a new fucking console.
Just give us the sex box already. I know they want to do it.
VR.
Introducing the new sex box, and it's just guys like, oh, they're just with the Oculus on, fucking. It has a cleanup function.
Oh Lord.
That would be fucking. No, I do get a kick out of it. I used to. I actually named fucking I create white noise in FL sometimes when I'm trying to do sweeps and stuff. And the name of the dude that does the PlayStation one is Adam Boys. And sometimes I'll make like a little file, I have it called Boys Noise or something.
Boys Noise.
Just because his name's like Adam Boys. And he comes out and he's like, yeah. And he's trying to be stoked about PlayStation.
I would say like a lot of these companies have some of like the worst people. Like they have a great Twitter presence, they have a great like social media presence, but then when you like get them on a stage or get them in front of a bunch of people, it's just like
they're nerds.
Like they're nerds. But there's like charismatic nerds and very social nerds. I just feel like I don't know what it is. Some of these companies just like need to get those high energy people on the stage to push their products, because like I don't know. Like, when I see, like, Blizzard's announce, it's like, man, if their CG trailers didn't sell it for them, boy, would they be struggling. Because, like...
Thank God they got those.
A lot of their representatives that come on stage to talk about their games were just like, ugh.
This doesn't make me want to buy it. Like, fucking the Doom guys, those guys, I'll buy whatever they sell. Because they're, like, the small soldiers guys. They're like, you want to see some Doom? Yeah! And they show you Doom. And Doom is sick. And they're just like, so we added a grappling hook and a sawed-off shotgun, and it's like showcasing the game,
like,
and like
the tease the audience type of shit. You want to see Doom? And they're like, yeah. Well, you gotta wait until then. And they're like, oh, but maybe we could show you a little bit, and then the crowd gets hype again, and it's just like there's like none of that with some of these companies. They're just like, and they just like have the controller, and they're sucking at the game, dude. They're driving their own game. Like you would think they would give them time to try it out, or maybe get someone that can play the game, but no, they're like driving like a shopping cart, dude. They're just running into every character. They're taking a bunch of damage. It's not looking sexy.
Yep.
Like, can you imagine if, like, someone from Capcom was playing DMC5 and then they weren't getting any chains or anything, and it'd be like, this game looks like Garbo.
Yep. It's just one
dude. It's Devil May Cry, so, I mean, it sells itself, but still.
A big D on the screen because he's not getting any
like,
combos.
Fuck, hire a gamer. Like, I don't know. Like, hey, you want to demo this in front of a stage? You think you can do it? Super enthusiastic people.
The last time I was really was the Doom guys, and admittedly, even though it's a trash game, Anthem. When they announced Anthem and they showed that off, I was like, "Fuck, I need this game."
Dude, like, Anthem is so fucking cheesy. Like, I go back to those like old fucking vids where like they'll have the team talking.
Jarrah's Wrath.
Yeah, I got this legendary weapon. And it's just like, oh my god, this is so whack, dude. Like, bunch of fucking liars.
Fuck. I mean, I won't even lie though. Jesus Christ, was that game like? It had everyone like, this is it. This is gonna be good.
I remember us like up until its release, we were like
everyone knew.
Yeah, we were both kind of like, I think we both were like, nah.
I think even Natalie said something, and I was like, yeah, she's probably fucking
all the
right.
animals were like fleeing away from this danger. Like it was
trust EA, seriously. Like
it was like bricking PS4s. Like, yikes.
That's really rough.
And now they're talking about like revitalizing it. Like, I don't know if they're calling it Anthem 2, but they're trying to like revitalize it and breathe life back into it. It's like, just make it right the first time.
Sell it. That's what I would say.
Sell it correct. Make it right the first time. You know. Don't make your updates fucking all the things you didn't add in the game. Like,
yeah,
it's so shitty. It's like, here's a sandbox, guys. You can fly in it, though. Like, even the flight shit, I'm not going to lie. That's starting to lose its luster.
Oh, I don't know. That's where they got me.
No, it's not shiny anymore, because this is what they always do. They're like, you can have a ship or a vehicle, or you can fly, and it's like, you can get around faster than that guy on the ground. And it's like, oh, I'm important, I'm special. But in, like, reality, you're just like, it still is pretty fucking empty. Like, the thing is, you can give me the Pledwin from fucking Fallout 4 in Fallout 76 so I can travel, or a vertibird, you can give me that, and that's gonna be fun for a fucking day or two, but realistically, I'm still flying a vertibird around in an empty fucking game. So it's like, and then everyone keeps asking me too, and now they've been talking about like Wastelanders more. They're like, dude, do you really think it's gonna fix it? I'm like,
there's no way.
Nah.
There's no way.
Not in the way it, like...
Not one expansion.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't know.
Unless it's hype.
And everyone's like, it's free, though. That's good, right? I'm like, I mean, it's owed. I mean, I like... It might sound like, oh, you gamers, you can't be pleased. But it's like, no, I told another buddy of mine, I was like, I've been with it since the beta. I beat it in the beta. The main quest, anyway. The other content drop, I beat that. Like, we're talking about, like, hours, maybe hours worth of extra content they've dropped. It all just felt like shit that could have just been in the game at the jump. Like, it was nothing that was like, whoa, this looks like... Yeah, it's like, this looks like they really put a lot of work into it.
Like, it's the same thing with Anthem, too. Like, you release the game, and then it's trash, and you're like, oh, man, like, this, there's, like, nothing really going on in this game. And then they just start putting what they... Like, it's just like, they're selling it to you in pieces, and... wondering why the game is fucked. It's like, I need the whole fucking game. Like,
well, dude, a perfect example is like playing Fallout 76. They introduced I think it's called the Burrows. It's like it's like a sewer system where I guess a bunch of people were populating it, and they were living underground, and like, so it's telling you this story. Basically, how it didn't work out. Big surprise. You know, the group kind of like just fucking fell apart and started killing each other and stuff. You go through. There's no new enemies. It's just feral ghouls, I think, to your level. So you're fighting a bunch of feral ghouls, or they might be maxed out leveled feral ghouls, like the bloated ones. You fight a fuck ton of them. You go through the sewer work system, and at the end, there's a couple of Mr. Gutsy bots, a couple robots. I think maybe an Assaultron. You fight them, and then in the case is the Giver. I think it's like a special machine gun, but I think it only maxes at 30. So if you're already max level going in, this gun sucks. I don't know if you get the giver there. I know you get a legend. It might be a sword. Doesn't matter. It's an underleveled legendary item, so it's not even to level. And like I said, if you're already past 50, even if it's at 50, like you're just like, cool. So no new enemies. You get one piece of legendary gear, and the story is really not that like engaging. And it's just like, but everyone's like, it was free.
It's free.
And I'm like, that just could have just been in the game.
Like, that should be the standard. That's how I fucking.
What's crazy is like Nuka World to me was them raising the bar. Like I always say it was at the tail end of 4, but it's like Nuka World raised the bar of what they could be and what they could do, and then we like make 76 right after that, and we just like throw the bar right back on the ground, and it's like I can't really picture the bar getting raised too far with Wastelanders, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess
I'm surprised, seriously, like how they've been able to hang on this long without like we talk about it. I don't know how many people are criticizing.
Oh, there's a ton of people that criticize.
It feels like there's not too many. I don't feel like I hear as much as I do for like Ubisoft or fucking like EA with Star Wars Battlefront and shit like that. Like they get hit hard when people are talking shit about them, but Bethesda, it's almost like people are like. They're getting the flack, but it's almost like everyone's just kind of like, come on, like, not you guys. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah, I mean, they have a pretty devoted fan base that knows that they could be glorious, I think, in my opinion. And, like, they constantly see them, like, basically just shit out, like, a lot. Like, no, to me, like, I think their, like, all-time low was the Fallout First subscription. I think it's a scam. I mentioned to you the other day where I'm like, okay, so I get in-game currency for completing tasks. Why is it that I can't use that in-game currency to buy like a subscription? Like if I grind and get, 100,000 atoms or however many atoms I need to equate to $100, why is it that I cannot buy Fallout First with in-game currency? I can pay cash and get the subscription, but I can't sit there and grind the game and get it. But you'll let me grind the game and get stuff in the atom shop. It's just like, the system's just like fucky to me. Like, they just want that sweet USD on the now, and it's just like, nah.
Fuck you, pay me. That's pretty much what they're coming at you.
It'd be fucking cool to see COD actually do that. Like, you can actually get in-game currency and get skins in COD. It'd be kind of a cool feature they could add.
That kind of breaks my heart that they don't do that. For some reason, I thought they did do that.
No, they don't do that.
That's really trashy.
They have a Tamagotchi watch, though. See, that's the thing. Like I think I'm not trying to spend a fortune on COD.
Their anime shit makes me cry. It makes me want to fucking call them up and be like, can you please just put anything that's slightly more anime-ish in there? It's just like anime in like neon shitty letters and it's pink.
Yeah, I think they would have to get the rights to like Cowboy Bebop skin.
Put Goku on a gun. Like, do something. Like, see if you can do that. Like, oh, I hate when, like...
That'd be a big seller. I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously. No, I started looking at them sideways with Skyrim. Because it dropped, I think, just before Dark Souls. And I remember looking at that game with the two-hand magic shit. And I was like, this is trash. Like, I'm staying very far away from this. Like, I don't know why. That game's interface, the HUD, everything that you interact with in that game is ugly as shit to me. I've never played Skyrim once.
I've played too much Skyrim, and honestly, it makes me laugh. Like, because like I said, I'm a huge I'm a huge Morrowind fan. I played a lot of Oblivion. I've played them all. I played ESO for a time, and Skyrim is just funny because you can literally just fuck off and succeed. Like, there's no punishment. I feel like you could be a complete idiot in that game and just like still make it. Like, not really a dedicated sorcerer, but you can become like the head of the Mages Guild, and I'm just like,
I'm the Archmage now.
Become like a vampire. Fucking, it's just like, it's wild. You're just like this fucking like, you're the Dragonborn, and it's like, what can't you do?
You should yell at your enemies, and they fucking like.
The one thing I do like doing is just body slamming people, because they have like the melee animation, so you just go up and body slam people. You can just incur all this debt you're never gonna pay off. Like you're too much of a god to be killed by guards most of the time, so it's just like. But then like it breaks the immersion for me when you have like the NPCs that aren't killable. Like, I'm not saying I'm just like out to play the game to kill everybody, but when you like start a fight and then like you have to like punch down the same person 10 times because they just keep like reanimating, and you're just like, yeah, this sucks.
The dude that's like, who's like, don't touch that.
Or like, yeah, that video was fucking great.
He's like, fucking does like
the weird contortions. You just put the bucket on their head and they can't see. No, like Morrowind, you like kill an essential NPC and it's like
they tell you like, yo, don't do this.
You might want to like load a save.
This is bad.
And that's the thing, you could still commit to that path. Like you could just kill the person and be like, you know what? Don't care if it's broken. There's still a ton of stuff to do in this game.
I think that's actually how I beat Morrowind. The only time I've beat it is I just kind of finagled my way through the story, like not knowing what I was doing. I really wasn't paying attention to any NPC's dialogue at all. I was just like, really, like, I don't want to read at all. Like, when I'm playing this game, like, I've beat it one time and I don't really remember like much about it. Once. That's the only time I beat that game. I didn't play Oblivion, the Egghead
I know
game.
a lot of people would tell you like Skyrim is the best game ever. Other people would tell you at least play it once and see if you like it.
People say that their favorite game is Skyrim.
But I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I played enough of it where I'm just like, I'm good. Put that one to bed.
Not for me. Like, their spellcasting shit is weird. I don't like, for some reason, their sword and shield thing where, like, I get hit by, like, an enemy attack and I'm like, it's like a slow stagger.
Yeah, sometimes I'm wondering, like what group of games I have the most time logged in sometimes. Like, I get thinking about that and I'm just like, because I've played a fuck ton of Age of Empire, Morrowind, and a lot of Dark Souls, and I wonder how many hours I've got logged in each of those. I played a lot of Age of Empire.
I played a lot of games, like a fuck ton of them. I played a lot of True Crime New York. I played a lot of fucking.
Game's fun. They should remake that.
I've been thinking about True Crime for years. I like Sleeping Dogs made me cry because they're like, it's True Crime, and I'm like, shut up! It's not fucking True Crime, dude. Like, True Crime was sick. You could like slow-mo dive and like you're just a random.
You know what Sleeping Dog felt like? Sleeping Dog felt like a sim, like a really bad sim.
Sleeping Dogs is trash. It is so. I remember I bought that game. It was like $5, and I was like, this can't be too bad. $5? That might be worth it. No, I got exactly what I paid for.
It's like it just skims like the $4.99.
Yep. It's like it's just worth $5. Like shit. Like the martial arts is bad in it. Like in True Crime.
It's funny when a game gets discounted that low, everyone's like, yo, like it's at the correct price. And you know, believe it or not, sometimes they're probably shittier than the price. Like I got like Colonial Marines, I think, for $5. And
that's exactly what you're paying for. $5.
Yeah, dude. That one's like maybe a little less than that. Like maybe it was like a $2 game or a $3 game. Yeah, I'm not even stingy. Like I'll blow money on games, but like Colonial Marines wasn't like that good.
I don't normally fuck up on games that bad. Like I think I might have talked about it on here before. I've fucked up, I think, maybe 5 times with a game where I was like, this is bad, and it was Samurai Warriors, because I thought it was gonna be like Dynasty Warriors. I was like, this is made by Koei, right? It's got to be. For some reason, Samurai Warriors is junk. It's just not a good game. It's not like Dynasty Warriors. And I was like, whoa, this is actually kind of ass. That game was bad. That Spawn Redemption game or some GameCube game for Spawn, that game was junk.
I did finish that game.
That game was junk.
I think I might have put cheat codes in it because it was just such a crawl, and I was just like, this sucks. And you know what's fucked is when you put in cheat codes for a game to speed it up, it's still bad.
Yeah. I don't know, like, it had a glide mechanic, and I'm really iffy on glide mechanics with games where it's like, I can be on a high surface and jump off, and I'm just like, I'm floating down, and I'm like...
You float into, you glide into some lava, or like an acid pit. You're like, oh, I missed that platform.
Soul Reaver was like that, where it's like, oh, he can fly, and it's like he can kind of... Well, he gets his wings broken, so it's fits with the story, but still, like, that game, Samurai Warriors, Revengeance, I count as a fuck up because if you watch the original trailer for Revengeance when it was on the Fox engine, it's like it makes the game look so sick. And then Platinum got it, and it's like, I love Platinum, but no, that game is not good.
Nano Machine, son.
The Nano Machine. See, he makes the game funny. That character is like, that whole final boss battle I was so not expecting, because most of them, it's a one and done. You go in there, it's a crazy cyborg dude. I'm like, oh, I killed the cyborg.
He looks like John Oliver, like on PCP.
Yeah, but him, it's like you beat him and I'm like, oh, game over. No. And then it's like another fight, another one. And then you're like, another one, another one. And they're like, another one, 4 fights. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's, that game is a meme.
Your thumbs are bleeding.
Yep. That game was a bad choice. And fucking, what was the other? Oh, Ninja Gaiden 3. I bought Ninja Gaiden 3. That might be the most disappointed I've ever been. And I don't care that I've talked about that before on this fucking show, because that fucking made me sad. I was like, what did you do? It's like, what did you do to my baby? Like, that's how I fucking felt with that game. I was like, no.
Dude, some of mine are like fucking, like I said, Dead Space 3 will always be like the top of the fucking list. It'll always be in the top of the heap of just being like such a flop. Hot take, I don't know, in retrospect, looking back on Dark Souls, I say like Dark Souls 2. I will say Dark Souls 2 PvP was like some of the most fun I've had with any of the Dark Souls games.
But it's kind of like you're playing it and you're like, I felt the same way too with Dark Souls 2. I would, as soon as you get it to the things betwixt, that whole first area, I was playing the game and I was like, shit.
Not really feeling the magic.
It's not Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Like, you just feel that.
Like I said, it's not like high on the fuck up list for me, but like Dark Souls 2 felt kind of bad. It wasn't my fuck up, but like Will had bought like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and like if I had bought that game, I would have considered that that was not good. I did not like Advanced Warfare.
I wasn't sure about it. It's got
the campaign was good.
Exosuits.
Like I think the campaign was fine. I mean, in retrospect, but like, I wasn't really feeling that. Other fucking games, I was just kind of like, no.
Just felt were trash.
Super hot take. I know everyone loves Red Dead. I love the Red Dead franchise, but Red Dead.
Interesting. It didn't look as good. It didn't.
You know what? I actually like the storyline, but it felt like too much shooting fish in a barrel. Like it would be like cutscene. Here's your movie, and it was great. All those parts were great, but then it's like you would get back to the gameplay, and it's just like these big shootouts where like you're just like mowing everyone down. It was just a lot of that. And I know there's a lot of side quests and a lot of shit to unlock. And there's hunting, and that stuff's great. Don't get me wrong, but like all in all, it's kind of just like, this doesn't really feel like the first Red Dead. Like,
yeah, the first one's so magic. It was, oh my god, that's one of my favorite games like ever. That game is so
I just wanted
good.
To be John Marston, I guess. I just wanted more of that too. Like,
I don't know. Like my thing with I actually think I owe that game like just to try it one time. Like, do you actually still have it?
No, I don't have it anymore.
But like what I was gonna say is that the thing that kind of got me turned off a little bit about Red Dead Redemption 2 was that it's still Dutch and John and it's Dutch's gang, and I'm like, we're still doing the Dutch thing.
The online, like I don't like the online either. It's like not even like I love like competitive gaming and I love PvP. I really do. But like there's just something about like that where it's just like the way Red Dead set up, I'm just like why is this any different than GTA Online? Like it feels like a GTA DLC. If I'm going to be like a completely honest here, full disclaimer. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 feels like a DLC for GTA 5. It doesn't have enough. I feel like, and it's strange because it's got so much like of its own soul, but it feels like it doesn't have enough of its own identity. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think I could see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just like, no.
It was a weird choice for them to sequel Red Dead Redemption. I think they should have done another title game, Red Dead fucking Revolution, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and have it be set slightly before Industrial Revolution, so we get more Wild West shit. Like that's what I liked about like Red Dead Redemption is set kind of before Industrial Revolution, but you can go to Mexico and shit. So like you can be like, yeah, I'm going down fucking there, and like it's fucking like their drama mixed in with like the American shit, and like I liked that. I liked Red Dead Revolver. Like, that game is kind of story driven, but still, for some reason, the new one just didn't seem like it had like the magic, which is weird for Rockstar because they're normally like, well, I don't know, because I felt that way with GTA 5 a little bit, where like I felt like I was playing GTA 5 and the whole time I kept thinking like, man, like I don't feel like I have as much, like, at least I can't do as much with my character physically. Like in San Andreas, I can go to the gym, get buff as fuck. You can learn martial arts and shit in the game, and I'm like,
you can have like it's funny, like you can have a shaved head and you just go to the barbershop and they'll just give you an afro. You can eat like tons of fucking burgers and just get gutty as fuck. So you're just like this throwed out dude.
You can smoke a bowl. You can go in your son, or you go in your son's room and hit the bong and just be, and then you're like, your screen's like, it's all like fucked up for a little bit.
A San Andreas remaster would be pretty fucking awesome. That's the kind of shit I want to play. They're like, it has an end. It's not as vast as like GTA 5, I guess, but like San Andreas is fucking dope.
It's a good game. I was actually just thinking the other day when I was walking home, I was like, yo, what if they do Vice City? Well, not Vice City, but if they do GTA 6 and they bring Tommy Vercetti back and it's Ray Liotta, but he's old. And I was like, but do I want to play old Tommy Vercetti? And I was like, I'll play another game.
Dude, make him the
Tommy
villain. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck. I like Tommy.
He's a dope villain, though, too.
Maybe. He could be cool, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everyone played San Andreas. Like, people are like, yo, I don't fuck with rap or, like, you know, gang culture type
Everybody
shit.
played that
It's
game.
like everyone played fucking San Andreas.
Yep. That's why the memes work so well, where it's like CJ, like, fucking walking and shit. Like, everyone knows because everyone played
Sam
that fucking...
Jackson's, like, the villain.
Yep. Number 47... Mad Dog's rhyme book. I can't remember his fucking rhymes and shit. You don't want me to come into place when I got a gun in your face. And the dude's like, yo, that shit sucks. In the fucking bathroom and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. They're really good with their story, though. For me, their best game is still Warriors. I don't know why, but, like, they took shit from the book and put it in the game that wasn't in the movie. And I'm like...
I mean, I do love the Warriors. I really do. You know what's the only thing with Warriors is, like, they added content and it feels like I don't want it to end. Every time I play it,
I know.
You do every little side quest thing.
You do everything and you're just in like, that game.
You're like, you're done. And I'm like, I don't want it to end.
I want more. You just keep going to the survival and shit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I just, like, see how long... just throw dudes off shit. It's like, you die, like, you're just bloodied up.
I think that's something they should go back to. Like, you can make your own gang factions or something like that and have PvP.
See, if
that would be cool.
If they wanted to expand the universe and, like, sequel the Warriors, just, like, make more gangs or continue the story, I would be so up to that because they just did such a good job. They paid so much attention to that game. It's honestly... I'm surprised that I don't hear people talk about that game more as far as beat-em-ups go, because in my opinion, that game and Shaolin Monks are the best beat-em-ups. That's a hot take. I know, that's a really fucking thing to say. People be like, oh, dude, what about fucking, like, all those, like, the scrolling ones, like Streets of Rage and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm like, those are fun to play, those are retro, those are cool, but Warriors is probably the best beat-em-up game ever. It's like, it's co-op.
It's pretty dope.
Like, what the fuck?
You can take Flash and just, like, throw a dude into, like, a fucking, like, window and steal a TV and just run around.
You just like, rob someone. Like, I want what you got, Ace. Ah! Just, like, steal some dude's shit. Like,
dude, I might have to pick up a copy of that.
Hurry up. You just rob a dude and then just beat his ass and take his money. Like, fuck, dude. I like how you can just throw dudes.
Or like it's funny, like you'll be doing co-op and your partner in co-op gets downed and the screen will just like focus on you and you gotta go revive him.
Oh yeah, like the screen's just full screen. Like what's that? I'm dead, dude.
If you get thrown in a train track though, you're like perma-dead. Like you're just gone.
No, there's one move I fucking just this is all I do. Like if you grab someone and get them like directly in front of you, press forward and B and you just their body like it like flies sideways and shit. Like, that game is like if I made a game, it'd probably just be that game, just reskinned.
Oh, dude, like, Manhunt's pretty good too. I could honestly take a remake on Manhunt.
There's a couple like honestly, it's weird, but like I want Team Ninja to remaster the first Ninja Gaiden. Like, don't even do the black one with like. Well, no, you can do Ninja Gaiden Black, but I want to remaster Ninja Gaiden Black. I would like fucking DOA 3 remastered. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got on that train. Like, Team Ninja is fucking like one of my favorite developers and shit. So like, I need all their shit, and then fucking I don't know. Some of the games that I really love from the past and stuff, like I'm good with them. Like Gears, all three Gears, those games are masterpieces as far as I'm concerned. A lot of Rockstar stuff.
I just want true. I want true remasters because I feel like Dark Souls remastered hardly felt like a remaster. When I was like playing through it again, I was just like, eh.
Kind of just seemed like a cash grab, honestly, in my opinion. Like they saw Bethesda doing the new textures for the water and stuff. Filters. Yeah, and like they were like, maybe we can slightly remaster this, and I'm like, I need an overhaul, bud. I need that fucking like thing coming out of that weird fucking gray thing. That thing needs to be crazy HD now. Like, Four Kings need to be crazy HD. I can't be walking under Sif and like I need to feel like the fur and shit. Like, I'm sorry, I need all that. Like, they didn't do it. They didn't deliver. I need to be scared when I go into Sen's Fortress again. Like, I was scared the first time when I was there. Like, fuck, there's snake guys in the dark.
That's why, like, Hunt Showdown, like there's like the late night and day cycles, and like the night missions are fucking crazy. Like, if you don't equip your guy with the flashlight, you got the moonlight in your dark vision, and sometimes you're like brushing against somebody, and you're like, and it's an actual player. That shit happens. Like, you think it's a zombie, and it's a fucking another player character shooting at you, and you're like,
that's hype.
You'll see the flash of the guns, like we were like in a cornfield running through at night, didn't have any flashlights. And you'd see like the fucking flash from the guns, like in the distance and stuff, and you're like trying to zip around and zigzag and shit, and it's like tense.
Is that a new developer? Who's making that?
It's the guys who did Crysis.
Oh, Crysis.
The game that nobody could run on the computer when it first came out because it was just like too much.
Okay. I don't know anybody who played that game actually.
Like I said, dude, you're in the bayou. I think in the 1800s, and you're hunters and shit, fighting like zombies and different beasts and stuff. It was pretty cool. I hope they expand on it.
It looks cool.
They need to increase it. I think they should do like teams of 6 and like put new bosses, like harder to beat bosses. Because I'm starting to get like how to beat them a lot faster and extract faster. Because you get bonuses for extracting quicker. So
going through hunters is a weird choice. I won't lie.
Oh, like the permadeath, and then you have to get a new hunter?
Yeah, it just, I don't understand why. It's like you could have just had a character, not even a full character creator, just a light one where you have templated characters and stuff.
I think
it seems like a weird choice.
I think it's just designed to make you, like, realize that every choice you make matters and to be careful. Like, having the fact that, like, shotguns kill you at, like, close range, like, done deal. Headshots matter. The equipment you bring in matters. So, I mean, like, and if you're fucking off and you get killed, I mean, I don't know. It's not like Fallout 76, like, Sledge was literally watching me trying to recover my bag from this poison pit, and because of the angle, I couldn't get it. So every time I would just die. I died, like, 5 times. Didn't lose shit. Like, that kills it for me. Like, I don't think that's, like, there's no risk, no rare, where if you can just keep getting, like, that's why, like, the PvP, I think, for Fallout 76 is a joke. I know a lot of people take it seriously, but it's just, like, you can get killed. I think you lose a couple caps, maybe, and then you're just, like,
oh, yeah, I mean, like,
whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, I've made the comment before, too, and it's weird, but, like, sometimes for me, Fallout feels like I can't die the game. Like, that's kind of how it feels. Like,
oh, yeah, and it's very much the case in 76.
Before I go into a serious situation, I just quick save, like, real fast, and I can just retry that area, like, a bunch. Like, that just feels like Max Payne, where, like, I'm outside, and I'm like, I quick save not because the area's hard, but because I want to keep killing these guys a bunch of different ways. Like, what the hell? Just like, fucking, do I want to throw a grenade? Do I want to shoot the gas tank in there and blow them all to hell? Do I want to slow-mo? Like, it's just, I'm cheesing the game. Like, the game is cheese. Like, pretty much. Like, I feel that way with Fallout sometimes where, like, it's just me, like, like, I can't fucking die. Like,
I mean, like, realistically, you can go around with your fists and beat the shit out of everybody. You can get a rolling pen and, like, take down people in power armor. Like, it's pretty ridiculous.
The reason that I don't, like, shit on it, though, is because artistically, they go so far with, like, the kills and the weapons and stuff. Like, I like turning shit into ash. Like, a dude just turns into dust. Like, that shit, or, like, when you hit VATS, it, like, zooms in and you're like, you're, like, gritting your teeth or something. The little funny shit like that makes me go, okay, I can probably binge this game. Like,
the fucking eyeballs exploding with the headshots.
Like, the stupid gore. Like, it's like, what the fuck, dude?
I wish we could get back to Max Payne. Like, Max Payne 3 was such a fun fucking romp. That was another one where it's just like, you know, headshots mattered. There's a ton of weapons.
Oh, the Xbox one?
Yeah, I wish they'd remaster that shit.
Fuck, it looks so good. I wanted to play that so bad. Shit. I might still have to when I'm like...
I think I have to buy another 360.
Ooh, there needs to be some games.
I gotta get the Warriors for the original Xbox.
Oh, you said 360, not the fucking Xbox one.
Well, no, like, yeah. That's what Max Payne 3 was for, right? 360?
Oh, Max Payne 3. I thought you said Mad Max. Fuck me, shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Max Payne 3 is... The reason you know that game's good is because, like, when it ends, you can do another playthrough of that. Like, I think I could play through that game probably a couple times a day. Probably.
I just love the multiplayer. Like,
the multiplayer is good.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like it needs a remaster just on the multiplayer alone. That'd be so dope.
The story in that game is so strong. It's like, for me, like, well, admittedly, because I didn't play Max Payne 2, but, like, it's just like, boom, both of them.
I love the finale with the fucking villain, and you have the grenade launcher. Like, or no, does he? No, he has the grenade launcher and the riot shield.
Oh, you shoot the grenade and it, like, blows his fucking arms off.
It's like so fucking. The finale to that game is so good.
Yep.
Like, you're like literally like Bruce Willis type, like run and gun through an airport fighting tons of dudes up into the finale. I'm like, this is so legit.
Oh yeah, like, I liked how they updated the game where, like, the slow-mo is still there, but, like, the last dude in the room that you kill is, like, the zoom kill. So, like, you shoot him and it's like, and you just see, like, the body just getting riddled with bullets. Like, super, like, nice little touches that they put in there. Like, just really good
I think
mechanics.
you could turn it off. I left it on. I actually kind of liked it myself. I know games like New Vegas, I usually turn the cinematic kills off because it starts to get tedious after a while. Because like, you're vatsing through every single enemy and they're all dying cinematically, and I'm just like, I'm good on that. But like Max Payne, like, I don't know, it wasn't like dreary to the point where you're just like, this is never gonna end. Like, and you can kind of go ham. Like, if you get like an anagram and just like empty the whole clip into a dude, they show all the bullets going.
Yeah.
So
it still feels good. Like, it's weighty. Like, in 3, before it actually does the dive, Max kind of like jumps a little bit and you feel it before it's like
the flashback scenes. Yeah, like Max Payne 3, I don't know how many awards it got, if any, but like that is like a fucking video game, like through and through.
That's such a good fucking game. Like, I like the flashbacks in New York with his little buddy, and he's like visiting his dead wife's fucking like grave and stuff.
Yeah, that shootout scene in the graveyard is super dope.
Oh, so fucking good. Like, Jesus, I want a movie, but I'm like, it's perfect. Like, it's perfect. Like, right here, seriously, just in that form.
We got a movie.
It is a movie. Like, it really is. Like, the first one is like the same thing with the comic book panels and stuff, and like got needy, like, yeah, you shot me.
We got Mark Wahlberg as Max Payne. You know, it's funny, like, when people bring up like video game movie adaptations, they never bring up Max Payne. I'm like, guys, we're really not gonna...
We really skipped that one a lot, seriously.
It's like, we're really not gonna talk about Max Payne? Like, that's fucking rough.
Yep. It's bad. He does like he doesn't even really do the dive. It's like implied. It's in that scene where like the fucking like water's coming down and he like jumps into the building. I'm like, he's not even shooting when he's diving. He's just like, I'm like this is bad.
Slow-mo falling forward.
So, and it sucks too because I would have taken Mark Wahlberg as Max Payne. Like, the casting, I was like, he could be Max Payne, but like Mila Kunis is in the film. I don't know.
But he's like
who she is.
He's harder in like Four Brothers, and every time he tries to play, like he's harder in like everything else. It seems like then the role that he should have been kind of harder in.
Bobby Mercer.
He very much is like this white knighty kind of character in Max Payne. He's trying to like save the damsel in distress. I'm like, dude, did anyone like fucking read? This guy like bangs painkillers and fucking's got Berettas and goes in and shoots like greasy goons. Like,
yep. They just fucked up on that one. Actually, that might be another movie I have to do like a legit remake.
Like, how do you fuck up like literally him coming home, his wife being dead, that whole like the scene where it's just really like sober and shit like that. He comes home and he's realizing things are kind of like out of place, and then he goes up and the dude's like, the crazy dude comes out and you blast that guy.
Oh yeah.
In the flashback sequence. Like, how do you not translate that to film? Instead, you do this weird subplot where it's like his wife was investigating the company and then they killed her for it and stuff. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Fuck. Like, it's like you guys had all the fucking answers.
Could you plug this thing into the back over there?
Yeah, it's like you guys had all these fucking answers, and this is the stupid plot you guys came up with.
It's like it makes me like I don't understand, like, especially since the game is such like it's pretty much a film,
right?
Like, so it's like it does its work for you. You don't have to create more plot elements. You don't have to create new shots. You don't have to create new characters. All you have to do is take the game and rip it like hard. Is all you have to fucking do. But like, I don't know.
You're so stupid. Like fucking like it's like an abstract version. That's why I tell Nat all the time. I'm like, if
projects were just like loosely based off the video game Max Payne, then I wouldn't fuck with it. You know what? I probably would realistically, but like I wouldn't be as like maybe as harsh.
Yeah.
It'd be like it's loosely based on Doom, the video game. Then I'd be like, fuck, I guess.
I like Resident Evil. Like
loosely based off Resident Evil. Yeah, then I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. I see where this is loosely based off the games. Not being like Resident Evil. And wait for it. Nope.
Everyone's in the game that's in the game, but none of them are their main character. It's like Leon is he's like, isn't this our game? Like, they're in the movie. It's like, who's Alice? And every time you ask that question, she just like psychic fucks you. Like, your nose starts bleeding.
You become Alice.
Don't ask questions in this verse, bro. Like, that's how fucking.
Yo, she's about to actually be in another video game adaptation. Did you hear about that?
I'll watch Mila Jovovich in anything she's in. Like, I'm sorry.
Did you hear about what she's gonna be in?
It's a video game movie?
Yeah. Dude, I'll give you 3 guesses. You'll never guess. If you haven't heard about it yet.
Perfect Dark.
No.
Fuck.
I
thought they were gonna do that.
That'd be okay. Better than what I'm about to tell you.
Fucking shit. I don't know. It's a female? Tomb Raider.
No.
Fucking shit. Oh, they actually made another one of those. I don't know if you know about that, but fuck. What the fuck? Female? Shit, I really don't know what the fuck.
It's Monster Hunter.
They're making a Monster Hunter?
Yeah, I guess.
What's bad about that? That doesn't sound bad. Like, Mila Jovovich, Monster Hunter? Like, I'm in.
she's just the one.
No, I'm just kidding. That game is clearly not meant to
People
be
are making fun of the posters. I don't know. Everyone kind of went in on the poster because, like, you know how like the fucking giant swords are like huge. Like, it looked like not a giant sword, I guess. That was like one of the criticisms I saw.
Oh no. They should. Why?
It looked like a pretty bland poster. I guess that's like my only thing. Is like there wasn't any monsters on the poster. There wasn't like it wasn't like her leaping in the air with the sword trying to fight a giant monster. It was just her posing with the sword and some other person next to her.
No monsters. Sure, they didn't get Monster Rancher. They didn't fuck. They got the yellow thing. Like,
no, Monster Hunter. I'm afraid.
Isn't this the fucking... It's like, nope. That game clearly should not be made into a
I think
film.
she's married to the guy who makes all the movies. That's wild.
That's how that works. They're married, and he's just like... I'm not going to say that. It's like contractual, but
hey, babe, what video game movie should we make next?
You want to be in another Resident Evil? And he's just like, sure, dude, let's do it. Let's do all of them.
You're Wesker this time.
Do I die? Come on.
That's probably the last one.
Don't ask stupid questions.
Like she's the last Resident Evil film will be her as the villain, and then quote me seriously, quote me on this. Like she'll be the villain, and then all the heroes we've pretty much shelved up until now will have to fight her.
So you know that shitty trope they do in movies sometimes, where like they get to the end of the film and it's like all a dream or like none of it happened. I would actually not mind that with Resident Evil if it just like it like goes back and.
It's Alice in the Office, like in the Hive. She works in the Hive and she wakes up and she's writing It's like Kenny Powers,
a fanfic,
yeah,
or something like that. Like she's playing Resident Evil, and then like someone's like, "Alice, come down for breakfast," and it's just her imagining being in. I'd be like, yes, like it would just make all of them like forgiven.
That's all it takes.
Hard forgive all of it. I would just be like, sweet, it's all bullshit because that's what it is. Candy was all of that just expunged.
No, it's hard canon.
Carlos, he's not Mexican, like jumping out of the helicopter, like such. It's like just like
that
fucking,
just doesn't happen at all. Like I get the action for the sake of the movie.
If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go watch. What is it?
It was the second one.
I know, but what's the name of it? Apocalypse? Is it Resident Evil Apocalypse? I think it's Resident Evil Apocalypse. The second one?
Maybe.
Carlos jumps out of a helicopter.
God, I just don't care about that franchise so much.
Mike Epps runs over zombie hookers. Like, it's just fucking...
Yeah, he gets distracted by their tits, and then, like, he crashes his car.
Fucking... Just dumb. Nemesis, like, he's just a big oaf. He's stupid.
Mike Epps is apparently stupid. Like, he's, like, never seen tits before, and crashes his car trying to escape.
Moriarty's in a wheelchair. He's like, I'm not leaving without my daughter. And they just take him. They're like, yeah, you're coming with us.
He gets did dirty. He's the only actor in that movie. He's the only real actor.
I actually didn't even know his name. I just called him Moriarty. That's what he is in that. Like a side note, too, I will say that because I mentioned this fucking film. I know they're making other Holmes. This doesn't have anything to do with video games. I would like to jump back to that. But in that film where he fights him, I think it's really stupid that he can do the block his blind jab. He knows how to do the smart man, like slow down time thing. It's very stupid that he knows how to do that. I'm like, that's clearly Sherlock's little technique. Just because this other man happens to be smart, he's like, you're not the only one that can play this game. It's like, fuck. We're just beating each other off now. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, back to that fucking thing.
He's the only real actor in that film.
No, fucking Jorah's in that film. Jorah kind of acts a little bit like... Actually, Jorah's cringe in that movie, I won't even lie.
All the versions of him are cringe. His clone, him...
Oh, like... Jorah's cringe. Fuck. Shit. I can't even... Stone Man! Ah! He gets turned into a stone man. Like, shit. I'm infected.
I wonder if they ripped that from Resident Evil. Like, Jorah becoming, like, infected. I wonder if they ripped that from Resident Evil. Because it literally happens twice.
Maybe.
He's been did the same way. Except he didn't really get to come back from the T-virus.
It's just bad. Like, who looks at Monster Hunter and is like, let's do it. Film.
That's going to just be a CG bonanza, dude.
Watch it be, like, good film, too. Watch it actually be decent. I'll be like, fucking, please.
Dude, if it's even a C-, I'll do all shit. I'd be like, wow. I'm genuinely surprised if it's like even a C-.
I don't know. Sometimes I just don't get it. It's like Assassin's Creed. I know I'm talking about this film without actually having seen it, but I know it's junk. I know it's bad.
We can rent Assassin's. I don't really want to rent that movie, but like I'll ask around and be like, has anyone got a copy of Assassin's Creed that I can?
I feel like I might have to watch Assassin's Creed because I've been shitting on it a bunch.
Maybe it's free. Hopefully it's free. That'd be lit.
Maybe.
I like Michael. It was Michael Fassbender. I like Michael Fassbender, man.
He's a good choice.
He's in some weird shit sometimes where I'm just like, you are better than everything you're doing right now.
You're making some weird choices, bud. Like, he definitely is like the Snake Man.
But then is it like we're sitting here talking shit. Like, realistically, if someone went to you and like, hey, you want to be in this like fucking crappy movie for some like a lot of money?
You want to be an Assassin's
Creed? I was about to say
movie.
For some money. Like,
oh, I'm definitely saying yeah, but I'm not gonna do crappy in it. Like, I'm gonna be nice. Like Black Manta in Aquaman. No. I don't know why, but he's just like, you can't leave my father. And I'm like, Black Manta has nuts. Like, he's not fucking around, like, at all. Like, he looked cool, but still, like, for some reason, that actor, like, he just wasn't... I don't even know where that came from.
I feel like his origin's kind of rough for me, because it's just like, okay, dude, he's just like this like bloodthirsty mercenary, man, and because, you know, his dad, who is also a terrible human being like him,
shitty man,
gets
shitty person.
Trapped, and Aquaman doesn't really want to like save him.
He's mad.
He's just really salty about it. Like, he's just got to get... That's his whole origin. Like, he's got to get revenge on Aquaman because he left a couple bad dudes behind that were about to kill a bunch of innocent people. It's just like, how can you be...
He used to guilt him, too. He's like, you can't leave us. It's like, are you serious, bro? You killed innocents. Fuck you both. Like, bye. Woo! This dips off. And, like... He's salty.
Yeah, it's just, like, isn't that a weird origin story? It's like, you guys are cutthroats. Like, you guys shouldn't even care that you're dying. Like,
yeah.
I know you're father and son, but it's like, your father would probably betray you in a heartbeat over some money or something. So it's just, it's really weird that this is, like, his arc. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he was, like, Ocean Master.
But the suit was dope.
Yeah. The beam eyes were cool, but yeah, like, in Young Justice... Black Man is like, he's sinister as fuck. Like, he just looks like really imposing.
Yeah, I don't think people really think about the villain. Like, they get fixated on the hero. Hey, we're there to see like Spider-Man and Batman and all these different heroes, and it's just like, I don't think people consider like the motivations of the villain, because I mean, they are the reason the story is happening. Like I said, like Sauron, like him making the ring, his own ring, like, started the story off. He's like, he made his own ring in secret, and it's just like,
how did he do that?
And that's why we're here. He tried to take over, and like, without him kind of doing that, like enacting the event, none of that shit was gonna go down. There's no ring to destroy. There's no adventure. So it's like motivations. Like Sauron, he wanted to rule Middle Earth. Okay, that seems legit. That's like pretty captivating take. Killmonger, you know. His dad got murked, and he's technically like an heir, I guess, to Wakanda. He's got some skin in the game, you know. Like, does the villain have skin in the game? Basically, like, is it a captivating reason why he's a villain and why he's pursuing what he's pursuing? Like, I thought Thanos, he really didn't do it for me. Thanos was kind of whack.
Thanos doesn't really, like, it sucks. My thing with Thanos is I don't know, maybe it's too much Josh Brolin. Like, and I like Josh Brolin, actually. I like him as Cable now. Like, his Cable performance is good, but yeah, he's not Thanos. Thanos is nuts. Thanos is like, he like, literally, like, does autopsies on living people. Like, he's a madman, and that Thanos was not crazy.
It's Purple Shrek.
Yeah, he's just like, reality's whatever I want. And, like, what he wants is whack. Like, that's how I feel about that Thanos. He's fucking... He doesn't wield the gauntlet. He doesn't use it, really. I'm like, dude, you got it, bro. What are you doing with it? Like, he's like...
Destroying it. When? Like, when is Thanos... I don't know. Maybe I gotta brush up on my Thanos lore, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't, like, use the stones to destroy the stones. I'm like, that's not a thing. I don't think he did that.
Yeah. It's fucking bad. It's like, I listened to the last episode, and we were talking about, it's just gonna be like, I don't know, we didn't talk about it too much, but the Red Skull fucking be like, nah, and he's like, I lead men to a treasure I cannot seek, and like, I think you were like, those are words Red Skull would never say. Like, these are words that never come out of his mouth.
Giant cuck now. Like, and I'm like, dude, he would be salty. If he had to, like, literally serve there, like, forever,
yes,
and couldn't leave, he would be so insanely salty.
He'd be like, I guess I'll show you where the Soul Stone is.
I think what would have been cooler is if Cat went to the Soul Cairn and then ran into, like, Red Skull there, and then been like, they have, like, some kind of dialogue, like he mocks Captain America because, like, one of him or his friend's gonna have to die. That would have been dope.
It would have been sick, but they couldn't do it.
They just, like, sent Natasha and, like, fucking Hawkeye, and it was just like, time for them to tussle a bit.
See, like, someone's got to die. Oh no, it's got to be somebody. Oh, fuck, stupid plot holes. Jesus fucking Christ. I was gonna say they could just sack Red Skull. Like, they'd be like, someone must die, and just toss him like down, like, and then get the Soul Stone. But like, You have to care about the person, I fucking guess. Like,
I mean,
Thanos, like, he squeezed out just enough.
Is that even is that verbatim? Do we even know if that's like maybe throwing Red Skull in the chasm would be kind of a nice experiment?
Somebody must sacrifice, and just they both toss him. He's like, like, got it, guys, we got it. We're coming back. Sweet. Luckily, there was this red idiot here that we could sack. Like, fuck.
How did Gamora know how that worked? Exactly.
Magic.
She read the brochure on the Infinity Stones. It's like, these are all the rules.
Yeah,
like I'm actually pretty sure there's no way. Like, how the fuck did she know? She just knew. Thanos doesn't even know how these stones really work, but she just knows everything. He can't get the stones. It's like, Gamora, who's telling you about the stones?
I have to look that up, too, just to see if that's actually, like, Marvel canon. If, like, in order to get the Soul Stone, like, there has to be a... For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm like, I don't think that's actually how that shit works. They definitely fucking pulled that out of their fucking anuses. But fucking, yeah, I don't know. Like, the more I look at Marvel, the more I just realize, and yeah, it's just loose. It's loosely Marvel. It's like, we're kind of there a little bit. We're as close as it's gotten. Like,
we're loose.
That's how it feels.
We're loose there, and then DC, it's just a mess. It's really disheveled.
Yeah, it's just a big mess with them. They don't know what the fuck because they're trying to figure out which characters are working, and right now it's just two. It's Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Those are the only two that I'm like, and supposedly Shazam. But like Shazam is like, does anybody? I've never seen someone coming with a Captain. Oh, well, his name isn't Captain Marvel anymore. Fuck, it's Shazam now. But I've never seen anyone really rocking his shit. Like, yo, I'm a big Shazam fan. Nobody. Don't know anybody. Seriously. There's one dude that comes into the store with crazy DC shirts. He came with a Nightwing t-shirt. Like, it was his costume, his little blue thing on the shirt. And I was like, that's a sick shirt. Like, nobody, like, I feel like probably knew what the fuck that was in the store.
They're probably like, it's Batman.
The guy's actually pretty sick. He came in with a Mr. Miracle t-shirt on. And I was like, oh, that dude's married to Big Barda and shit. And he was like, oh, you know some DC stuff. And I was like, yeah, I've watched like a lot of Justice League shit. And
just
like,
unlock that nerd dialogue.
Yeah, like I was like trying to figure out if he was like an artist or something, because he showed me some prints that he had. And I was like, do you draw shit like for DC? And no, I don't. I think he's an artist, but he doesn't actually work for them. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm waiting for them to get it right, because they just have so many cool characters. Like, they're like, where Marvel has the issue of they're trying to get their characters back because the properties are split up. I don't know if that's the same for DC, but it's like, we haven't even seen like half of their roster realistically.
I think I read something.
Like,
I don't know how accurate it is either. This is the speculation channel. You're gonna hear us say that kind of shit a lot. I heard that, like, I guess Tom is gonna be in the Venom verse with Morbius and stuff like that.
I hope so.
They are melding those together, I guess.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Be kind of interesting to see.
That would be really cool. Seriously, like,
yeah, because he's been in, like, I think, like, Far From Home started, like, pushing Tom into some grittier territory. I mean, come on, like, Mysterio is definitely about to shoot Spider-Man, like, in the head. Like, I think we're getting to some, like, gritty stuff, so I think he's, like, gonna
a little bit
jump in.
Tom Hardy Venom is sick with Tom Holland, like, both of them. Like, they've got two people right now that are okay as the characters. Like, I like Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. I think he's okay. But honestly, it's weird. I don't feel like, well, I don't know, because I haven't seen anything or any interviews with Tom Hardy, but, like, I don't really know how invested he is, like, in the character. I hope he likes playing him, because they're trying to set up the sequel and shit with fucking... Woody Allen is such a bad... Not Woody Allen, Woody Harrelson. Fuck me. Woody Harrelson is not a good Cletus Cassidy.
I don't know, man. I said that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a Debbie Downer when it came to him in the Star Wars movie. I was like, how the fuck did he get his Star Wars ticket? And then I watched Solo, and I was just like...
He's good!
He's good. So, I mean, like... And then he's good in, like,
True Detective. But fuck is he not Cletus Cassidy? I'm like, they should have got the fucking,
Might be.
The, what's his name? The Rorschach guy. They should have got him or somebody that could, like, play that fucking character. But Woody Harrelson, I'm like, it looks like Woody. Everyone knows Woody's bald. and he's got the red hair, and I'm like, stop. Like, that's how I feel. Like, he's like, I'm Cletus Cassidy. I'm like, no, you are not. You are not him. Like, when he saw himself in the trailer, like, wearing that goofy wig, I would have been like, I can't do this. Just, like, walked away from the project. Like, oh, you're gonna have to recast me, bro. Like, get somebody else. Like,
no, I think he'll do okay. I have a weird feeling. He'll be alright.
Jared Leto, he might fuck up as Morbius, but Morbius is such a weird fucking character that I'm like, he can kind of fuck up. He's trying to find his superhero role. He's like, who am I? That's what I feel like he's doing. He's just screaming into the void. Who am I? Am I Joker? No, they didn't like me as Joker. We're gonna find out. Like,
dude, he did a Yakuza guy pretty good.
Who am I? He just cuts his own finger off. Everyone that does that in films, it makes me wonder, like, could I do it? Like, could I really do it? Like,
oh, Keanu's just cutting his finger off.
It's like, his wasn't a knife. It was like this sort of screwdriver-looking blade, and he just kind of goes, Aah! And, like, kind of, like, chops it a little bit, and I'm thinking, like, fuck, dude, like, could I actually, like, pull it off? Like,
Keanu Reeves gets all sorts of afflictions. Like, chops his own finger off, he gets branded.
He's just taking fucking hits in that movie. Seriously.
Stab shot.
Fucking falls off a building. Not dead. John Wick 4, baby! That's how I feel at the end of that shit. Seriously.
Yeah, the ending to that movie is pretty hype.
I like how he doesn't kill... Well, I can spoil... If you haven't seen John Wick 3, go watch John Wick 3. Like, I'm gonna talk about John Wick. Like, I'm sorry. He doesn't kill Winston, and I don't consider Winston's thing a betrayal. Everyone's like, who betrayed him? I'm like, when he shoots John, for some reason, it looks like he's wearing bulletproof. Like, the bullets don't show blood. It's like, ding, ding, there's little sparks, and I'm like, they must know, like, what's going on or something. They're working together or something. They're in cahoots. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, that's honestly where the fuck we're at right now. Seriously, I'm just waiting for shit to drop is kind of what it feels like right now.
So you think, like, maybe they had a conversation prior to it all, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna go against the high table. We gotta make it believe like you're still, like, on the run.
I don't think that's what it was, but I think that he shot him knowing that he wasn't gonna die. So, like, John might be kind of like, Winston, what the fuck? But, like, the way it looks is like he didn't mean to kill him. It was just to fucking, like, show the whatever the fuck that
Adjudicator.
Yeah, adjudicator. Like, be like, to sort of get her off his ass, kind of, sort of. Mm-hmm. Because clearly, as you see in the fucking movie, John's kind of somebody that you want to have on your side. If they're sending everything they have, and they're still not able to fucking kill the bastard, it's kind of like, alright, we kind of got to consider this guy, like, a little bit of a fucking... They threw the fucking book at the dude. Everywhere he went, everyone's trying to kill him, and he's still not fucking dead. And for some reason, like, it doesn't feel like Ultraviolet, where I'm just kind of like, how is it that he's not dying? This is bullshit. Everyone in the world's after him. It's like, he strangely makes it make sense that he's, like, unkillable. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm really critical about that in films where it's like John McClane in, what's the one where, he's I can never remember it. It's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. It's his daughter. Was it like A Good Day to Die Hard? Or I can't.
Die Harder.
Die Harder. No, I don't know. It's the one where he's like yippee-ki-yay and shoots himself in the shoulder.
Oh, he gets a deagle and shoots through himself to kill the fucking bad guy.
That one,
that's wild.
Bruce is taking all kinds of hits in that, and I'm just like, no. There's no way, like...
Oh, they do that death count thing, that video, where the lady's just doing, like, concussive blows to his dome.
Him, I don't believe, but John getting, like, fucked around and tossed and stuff, I'm like, yeah, he's taking that. Like, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Keanu sells it a little better. Like, the fucking... This guy's... He's just a tank of a man, for some reason, like... I don't know.
It's the man of Tai Chi, dude.
Oh, fucking that movie. If you want to see some goofy shit, watch the final fight in Man of Tai Chi. You've seen that shit, right?
Yeah.
He's like, you owe me a life.
Keanu as a villain is such a gem.
You can see the wires.
He's not a villain a lot of the times.
No. It's fucking.
I don't really consider him a villain in Devil's Advocate. He's kind of neutral-ish, I guess.
He's low key nice. In 47 Ronin.
47 Ronin's
yeah.
dope.
I don't know if anybody actually saw that film. It's kind of a whatever movie, but he's actually okay in it. Like, and the creatures they have in it, like, it's worth a watch. I would say.
I joke and say like that's probably the closest we'll get to like a Magic the Gathering movie. Like something when I watched it, I was like, oh, dude, this is Kamigawa, bro. Like, this is pretty dope.
Straight up. That's how I feel about that shit. But just fucking he's okay, and I'll watch him. He's doing Constantine. I'll watch him Constantine. He's doing 4 more John Wicks. I'll watch him in John Wick. Hopefully he's not shitty in fucking no, he's not gonna be shitty in Cyberpunk. But Cyberpunk might be kind of whatever. I won't lie, because it looks kind of. I don't know. I'm not sold on it too much. But yeah, fucking. I don't even fucking know.
That's all of March in retrospect.
That's March. March is a big fucking.
Well, it's not even all of March. We're kind of like the beginning of March.
Yeah, it's literally like the 6th right now.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's just a month where you're just waiting for shit to fucking like happen, pretty much.
Yeah, let's just give us April already. Let's rock and roll.
Yep. Fucking 420. For a month. Like,
for a month.
Fuck. It's gonna be sick.
Oh, dude, if Bernie, if your boy gets elected, then they'll probably be 420 for a month.
I have to caveat that Bernie is, he's not my boy, but he is fucking showing